Barnes-Waters, and welcome to CityViews, the show about people, places, and things that make New York great. Well, my guest today is a sought-after, world-renowned bassist. I mean, if you're a musician, if you're an entertainer, they want him. I mean, he has over, he has over 2,000, check this out, over 2,000 album credits to his name. And entertainers like Michael Jackson, Barbra Streisand, Quincy Jones, I mean, you name them, they want him. Well, he's put out a new album, and it's called Reverence, and you can catch him at Madison Square Garden next month playing right along with Eric Clapton. Welcome, Nathan East.
Thank you. What an introduction. Wow. Thank you, Sam.
I mean, he is. I mean, over 2,000.
I hope I can live up to that.
No, you have. I mean, I was reading, I was like, I just saw all the names, Barbra Streisand, Quincy Jones, Al Jarreau. I was like, when did you start at 2?
Exactly. Well, if you're around long enough, you'll eventually get around to everybody.
But you started at a young, I mean, you started at a young age with Barry White. Now, tell me about that.
You know, I was 16 years old and came to New York City to play the Apollo Theater at 60 and Madison Square Garden with Barry White, who at that point, I mean, he was one of the biggest artists on the scene.
Yeah.
So, not just size.
Now?
No, sorry.
Okay.
And he's not here to defend himself. No, he became a dear friend, too. I mean, we played on lots of records together. And it was so early on in my career. And by the way, he didn't want anybody to steal his sound, so he didn't put the musicians' names on the record.
Woo! So you said over 2,000.
So I was kind of mad at that, yes. So yeah, you could add a bunch that aren't credited. But yeah, you know, more than kind of keeping track of the numbers, I just try to keep the level of quality high, because, you know, when you go in the studio with people like Quincy Jones, I mean,
you got to know what you're doing.
The bar is up here. Yeah, you got to know what you're doing, and
you can't just be playing by ear, because I know you went to school for this.
Well, yeah.
So you can't just be doodling around and playing by ear.
No, I mean, they put the music in front of you, or whatever happens, you got to kind of bring it there. And you get one shot at it. You know?
Because you played with all kinds of artists. I mean, from jazz to pop to. I mean, did your having a degree in music help you go through all those different genres? Because it's not just jazz, it's not just R&B. You have a plethora.
Right. Well, it doesn't hurt, you know, because when I studied, of course, you go through the whole classical training, and then we had jazz, gospel choir. I mean, we had everything, you know. So it just really helps if you're getting ready to move to the big city and try to participate in the big time. You just got to take some tools with you. Yeah,
because I have family. I mean, I took music, and it's like, you know, do you play by ear? You got to know the notes, you know. Right. So when you grew up, music was all around you. So you just gravitated. I heard you play the cello first.
Yeah, cello for a few years. Yeah, which I loved, you know. And again, everything is a bonus. Whatever you can do, whatever you can expose yourself to musically. Spiritually is all part of the equation.
So then, which bassist influenced you the most? Who do you look up to?
Ooh, well, there were so many when I was starting. Ron Carter, first of all, you know, the Upright, and Ray Brown were, you know, these guys. I should pay them 10% of everything, because you know, they're like mentors, you know. But then on the electric side, I used to look to Verdine White from Earth, Wind and Fire, who was like he took his shirt off one time and played at a concert. I said, that's, you know.
Okay, is that what we're talking about the album cover? We're talking about the album cover. But he took his shirt off.
But,
okay.
You know, I mean, and Paul McCartney, when I watched him on the Beatles, but you had James Jamerson, Chuck Rainey, you know, and then you had Jaco Pastorius, and all these people that are just, I mean, icons of the instrument. So,
wow. So, you know, on your new album, your son, 16 years old? He
16-year-old.
Now, you know, you grew up in a musical family, or music was all around you. Did you say to your son, listen here, you gonna play something? How did that work in your household?
Actually, I didn't. I mean, I think every kid gets piano lessons. We had, you know, everybody gets piano lessons. Whether you take it to another level or not is up to you, you know. And he definitely did. You know, when I was 5 years old, I was playing a little game where I'd play a note and ask him to play it. And so I'd play a note on the bass, and he'd go right to it, and then I discovered he had perfect pitch, you know, when he was 5, so he didn't have to search it. I mean, to this day, you can just rest your elbow on there. He'll tell you every note that you played.
But he played on your other album too. This
He
is
played
the
my
second,
first record, too.
record. So how is that working with your son? What
It's
kind of?
unbelievable. It's a.
Did you have to audition? Or did you?
Yeah, no, he made the cut. I mean, and he made it because my co-producer Chris Giro and I were picking tunes, and then Noah came by after piano lessons one day, and Chris said, "What are you working on?" And he said, "Well, this," and he played yesterday. He said, "That's got to go on the record."
Wow.
And so that was the first time around, and so like I wouldn't even I didn't solicit anything, but he earned his way onto the record. And then this time around, he was working on Over the Rainbow, beautiful arrangement, and it ended up. His voice is a little deeper. He's a lot taller.
Does he have the same haircut?
And no, he actually has hair.
Yes.
I'm jealous.
You started off with it.
Exactly. He has what I had when I was 16.
Something happened along the way.
You're right.
Something happened. But this new album, first of all, where did the title come from, and what can we expect on this album?
Well, Reverence is there are a couple things I wanted to pay reverence to. Last year, a lot of folks died, and it was just getting. I mean, I was afraid to look at the obituary section every day.
Started with Natalie Cole.
Natalie Cole, Maurice White exactly a year ago, but just
Prince.
Prince, are you kidding me?
It's just
and George Michael. I mean, a lot of people that were very relevant, very young. So I wanted to pay reverence to those that have gone before and those that are still alive, in this way. And it's a double thing too, because as we all know, last year there wasn't too much reverence going on.
Irreverence.
Yeah. So I wanted to at least bring this word into play, because that's what we could. I thought, what do we need? We need reverence.
Yes.
And so it came out on January 20th.
Yes, it just came out. You just dropped it recently. So
yeah.
And so before I get to the album cover, who is on this album?
Well, again, I have all my homies. My core rhythm section is Jeff Babco on keyboards, and Teddy Campbell, Dave DeLome, Tim Carmen, Paul Jackson Jr., Michael Thompson, Rafael Padilla. This is my core rhythm section, And Ricky Lawson was in that section too, Rest his soul, he played on my first album. We had some songs that continued on to this album. But then we picked up the phone and called some special guests, Yolanda Adams.
Now, I love me some Yolanda.
I love me some Yolanda,
Adams.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, she
blew, I'm sure.
Yeah. No, she came in and just completely crushed it, sang like an angel.
Yeah.
But we picked up a phone call, Philip Bailey and Earth Wind, Birdine White.
Philip, I've done stuff for you. It was at the conversation. Yo, I'm doing my album now.
We text back and forth all the time anyway, the Birdine White, Ralph Johnson, these are dear friends, Eric Clapton, Phil Collins.
And you're in concert with Eric next month.
We're coming here at Madison Square Garden with Eric next month. Chick Corea, who was here at the Blue Note for like 80 shows or something like that. So he actually put his part on in the middle of his shows, Oh,
wow.
So, I mean, there's Nikki Yanofsky, whose birthday's today. Happy birthday, Nikki.
Happy birthday.
And so many great artists who just, came in and really crushed, Ruben Studdard. Let's not forget, and he
kind of like a Barry White, the next generation.
He reminded me. He sang like a young Al Jarreau on this, actually.
Wow.
But Hubert Laws is on there. My co-partner in Foreplay, Chuck.
Foreplay. You're a part of Foreplay.
Yeah,
going on what, 20-something years?
25 years.
25 years.
We celebrated last year.
Congratulations.
Chuck Loeb sent a song and played. So yeah, I mean.
And that honors you because you've done so much with so many artists, co-produced, worked with, or co-wrote, and now they come back and say, "Yeah, we want to do this with you." Well, I know the first album was like 2014.
2014 came out.
What took you so long? Because you've done all of this. I'm sure everybody was like, "You can do this by yourself."
No, well, it's been a process, and making a record is like delivering, giving birth to a baby. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of I know. Breathe. Woo. 9 months of breathe.
Woo, and that was out.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a lot of work, and so my career has kept me so busy.
Yes.
When you talk about you know, playing and all that music. It just, so it took me, I mean, the guys in Foreplay, they've been on me for 20 years, you know. Nate, when are you going to do, when are you going to do your solo album? And finally, I got to get her done. And Bob James and I did an album called New Cool in between the first and second.
The first and second one.
So, you know, so it's been busy.
You've been busy. But now I got a guest. Brother Nathan, I talked to you before.
Yes.
Brother Nathan. You guys can't see this, but this album cover, Nathan don't have nothing on his top. He's got his chest is bare.
We don't know about the bottom either.
And I don't know about the bottom. And he's praying. Now, were you praying, Mrs. East, please don't kill me?
You know.
What influenced this album cover? It's
Hey,
really
Anita,
nice.
by the way, that's Mama had to shout out to my wife.
Please don't kill me, honey. Don't kill me. It's for the sales.
Actually, I got her permission to, and she and the kids signed off on the cover.
They signed off on that.
They signed off on it.
You told me a funny story. You actually went to buy clothes.
Well, they said you're doing your photo shoot for the album tomorrow. So we went. My daughter Sarah and I went to the mall and stocked up. I came in with 2 bags over my shoulders, and they said, by the way, we're doing a shirtless. What?
Whoa.
I mean,
you didn't even go to the gym to try to put
exactly.
Put the extra muscle on.
Exactly. Good thing I did my yoga that morning. And you know, so I said, well, we gotta use all these suits I bought and all these new ties. So this is one they picked for the cover. So
it's very
stuck
nice.
with it.
No, it really is nice. And I do also want to ask you about something, because people can go online and you can kind of critique their music. What did I hear about that? They can go online and you can critique their playing.
Oh yes, I have
you have some.
I have an online school of electric bass.
Like you take the time to critique. I mean, that is awesome.
Well, you know, I mean, it's something that I've always been a big proponent of, is education. You know, and so I don't have time to teach, and it really is. You know, something that is time consuming. So my plan B was to be able to start an online school where I could, at least from wherever I am in the world, I can go on and my students can send me videos and I can tell them, okay, move your hand down or up or left or right. And
you get time to do this when?
You know,
between sheet number 20.
Exactly. I don't get much sleep.
Yes, I mean, this is awesome, but when do you get time?
Whenever I can find it, yeah, it's a challenge, but it's very near and dear to my heart, and it's something that I really am in support of education. Because I was able to learn when I was young, and I think if you can get that going at an early age or whatever age. I had a student. She said, "Is it too late? I'm 94 years old." Never too late.
Never too late.
Never too late.
If you still have breath, you can still do this.
Absolutely.
You can still do
Absolutely.
this. And this, you know, I listened to some of the music here. It's nice.
Oh,
Nathan.
thank you.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Thank you. A lot of love went into this record.
Well, how long did it take you to put all this together?
Top to bottom, we started around mid-year last year, you know, and so from then to the end of the year, we were working pretty hard on it.
Wow.
Cranking away.
Cranking away. It's called Reverence, and you can get this. Where can we get this?
Well, we can get it Amazon or iTunes or Yamaha Entertainment Group website. You can go to my website and it'll give you the links. But, you know, I just felt we need reverence in this life now, you know.
I think it's a timely topic. I think it's a timely title for this day and age. I think we do need a lot of reverence, and awesome album. And also, you know, our listeners and viewers can catch you next month right alongside Eric Clapton in Madison Square Garden for two shows. Nathan, thank you so much for stopping by CityViews. You have to get this. It is awesome. I mean, you've worked with a lot of people. You deserve this. No, thank you so much. It's been, you know, a lifetime I've been blessed with. This is what I do, music. You know, I don't have another job on the side. No, plan B? No plan B? No plan B. I have no idea what I would do. Please buy this album. He doesn't have enough. There is no plan B. No plan B. I'm unemployable. Please. I'm going to get my 50% cut. No. Exactly. She gets it, I get it, but please go out and buy this album. Reverence. It's in the stores online. He told you where you can get it. Or catch him next month playing alongside Eric Clapton at Madison Square Garden. Nathan East, thanks for stopping by CityViews.
And we'll put all the dates for tours on
Yes.
the website because I'll be going out with Foreplay later in the year. I'll be doing some solo shows and some shows with Chick Corea.
You got to catch it. There's something there for you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Get the CD.
Thanks, guys.